So what I have seen, we have seen many reports, right? So what is actually happening is, Rakesh, that companies are seeing vulnerabilities. All the like CERT is the India specific agency. Also, each individual companies, they release patches for their vulnerability.
Yeah.
But most of the Indian companies don't work to resolve those patches. They don't update those, and those vulnerabilities creep in. That is what
Mhm.
happened in each of the most of the cyber attacks in India.
Exactly. Yeah.
In, in such a scenario where companies are under investing in IT security because they don't find the relevance of it, right?
Right. Right.
And also the cost of business is already very high. Doing business in India is also very high with very thin margins, and so there is much very less awareness among the senior executives.
Mhm.
So, as an alternative, do you think investing in e-learning programs or compliance program about cyber threat is a good way to improve cyber resilience without investing a lot of money in new cybersecurity tools or new cybersecurity softwares?
No, the thing is, yes, of course, it will help general employees or normal people who are not tech savvy. They will get benefited from this. Like for example, there would be like phishing tutorials and all. So they will get to know. Okay, so these we should maintain or we should keep the privacy or secrecy
Hmm.
before opening any malicious link or something. So e-learning is a good method to prevent cyber security, but we cannot wholly we cannot node into that because not only e-learning is sufficient for these kind of things. So as technology is evolving, as AI is evolving and all, the problem with this, like, we have to stay updated. So general people or the normal non-IT people can get benefited from the uh, programs such as cyber security classes or something, but the person who is handling their infrastructure, their like cyber like their IT infrastructure, they have to be more informative and they have to be more keen on these things. So then only they can stay ahead of these crimes.
You mentioned about AI, right? So there is a very interesting trend which is catching up. I am quite sure you'll be familiar where companies are using generative AI to create scenarios and test out penetration scenarios. And the hackers are also using the same generative AI to create malwares. In such a scenario, how do you think the entire AI scenario is going to play out?
So this thing is actually always this thing is always a cat and mouse game. So we cannot so once on one side it's being generative and it's being we can the hackers are trying to evolve from latest threats or latest sandbox detections, evasions from many sandbox environments, but at the other end we are also connecting, like we are also bridging up how to mitigate all those risks and all. So it's always a cat and mouse game, so we cannot fully tell that means we cannot fully comprehend regarding this AI related cybersecurity threats.